Hi, I'm Barry John, and welcome back to Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. And here is my guest commentator again.
Hello, this is Delta Green, back for a third little skirmish video.
Yep, and for some reason it's taking quite a long time to load up the skirmish fleets here, which I find weird.
Maybe they didn't quite optimize the access to the DLC pack.
True. But, as you can see here, I am flying as the Sobaan, once I get through showing off how to change your fleets.
Yeah, it's interesting actually to see the difference of design. Lots more sloped armor.
Yeah, it's a lot more angular in general than it is, the other guys.
Which is kind of surprising considering that the entirety of Kushan architecture we've seen is like blocks, blocks, and more blocks.
And I'm just deciding here how big of a opposition force I want to get, and I know I'm going to be beating up the Galician, and it's odd. Previous versions of this game, well, not Deserts of Kharak, but Homeworld, could have up to 8 AI, or 8 players, but you're limited to 6 in this one.
Probably due to the size of the maps, there's only so much you can fit in and, spread across the maps in terms of wreckage and salvage.
Yeah, and you're operating on 2-dimensional plane rather than 3-dimensional, so that's a lot less space to work with. But
still, the battles you can get are fairly hectic with 6 players.
But I'm going to be fighting around the Kartoba today, and I'm going to be playing as the Kith Soban against the GDI and the Nod.
You mean the coalition in Galcian?
I call them as I see them.
We've already done that joke.
Okay, fine. I'll stop with the joke. It's not a joke.
I cannot really deny that.
No.
But still.
For those of you who haven't been paying attention to the history of Homeworld, all 3 of you should be reading up. The Kith Soban are the mercenary Kith. These are the guys who said, screw you all, we're just going to, go full-out military because we got jerked around too much by jackasses.
It's also the kit that you cannot be born in. He basically said, you know what? One of the problem is too many blood ties. So we're going to do away with them, and anyone can join us, but the moment someone is born, we give them to another kith, and bye.
Salvager online.
Yeah.
So the ultimate ditcher.
Well, it just means that the people who join the Sobaan are people who, they sign up explicitly knowing that they're getting into the military.
Considering how much they got around during, the Heresy Wars, that's fully understandable. I'm pretty sure they fought on both sides.
Down for mobilization.
Doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
they were
me
mercenaries. Until, of course, they got bought pretty much in perpetuity by Nabal, but...
Well, not completely. They have a rather long-term contract with the Somtal.
Charge layout set. Salvager construction.
True, for provisions of iron and everything.
PDA active.
And this is me starting up a bit of a resource train this time. Because I'm going up against 2 AIs, I figure I'm going to need to focus a bit more on my start position rather than everything else.
Maximum fleet capacity reached.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But nice thing about Sobaan is that their logistics nodes, words. They can actually be armed now when you apply the proper power to the carrier.
Which does change the gameplay a little bit because,
Enemy sighted.
yeah, as you can see on the power distribution down there, you do not have repair beams.
Enemy sand skimmer on approach. A sensor post is taking hostile
Oh,
fire.
that's interesting. You just said, yeah, they have weapons on the modules, but no, let's not arm the modules while they're being shot at.
That's because I haven't put power into the right section yet.
Been lost.
Exactly what I was saying. But, you know,
Carrier taking damage. Light attack vehicle under fire.
Gun on. Steady fire. Send message. Going mobile.
so that would be, yeah, those are sand skimmers.
An LAV has been lost.
And we can start to see actually the difference
Salvager
between, like, the Galcine and Coalition AIs. If you had actually gone up against Sobaan, you would have also seen the difference they made for Sobaan AI. Which is rather interesting.
Order. Hostile strike craft destroyed.
Yeah, but you can see here the Sobaan, they don't use the same chain guns that other guys normally use. Their primary weapon on the mothership are actually rail guns, which means that they're a bit weak, I should say, against early LAV rushes.
Yeah, in the case of a Coalition carrier,
Sighted.
it could have taken that LAV rush and put it apart in short order, but in this case, they practically wreck your support
New
crews.
bearing on hostile target.
Hello there, Galcine.
Yeah,
Hostile contact on the board.
there's only 6 opening spots, and I'm right up against the Galcine one. You'd expect them to be, with 3 AIs, with 3 players in this game, that they would have spread them out evenly.
Actually, if I recall, in the previous Homeworld, sometimes you ended up with quite hilarious placements in certain maps.
Hostile aircraft on sensors.
Make sure it's
Here comes another sand skimmer attack.
Sensors. LAV taking effective fire.
Maybe we're going to try to
Marked.
use the module, yeah.
LAV destroyed.
Unfortunately, part of the problem is that between this skirmish video and the last one, the power generation for the carriers has changed a bit, and oops, I forgot about it. I tried using the base runner's little
Ports green.
anti-ability there.
Sensors.
But power generation on carriers has been smoothed out a bit. You no longer get like 3 points of power on the first one.
You do get them a bit quicker in terms of cost.
Hostile fire. Support cruiser
Trades
taking
off,
hostile
trades
fire.
on.
Go ahead. Engage. Grid up.
And railgun.
Be advised.
No.
Group 1 being lost.
Get out here. Move.
There's the railgun, acting much like a long,
Captain here.
evaded and yet annoying neighbor, just hammering the point at your door.
Railgun has opened fire. Go ahead.
Yep,
I could have worked that out better.
true.
Tracking hostile.
Well, you didn't pick me for my stunning sense of humor.
No. I picked you because you're, awesome. And volunteered.
It's mostly the volunteering that makes me awesome,
Strike
right?
craft eliminated.
True.
Strike copies.
Well, I do appreciate your honesty.
Control group 1 designated.
And, LAVs against railguns. This is how it's done.
Sand skimmer on approach. Light attack vehicle under fire. Hostile contact on the board.
Perhaps more than tree.
Be advised.
Yeah, but I'm kind of, how do I best describe it?
One assigned.
I'm trying to play catch-up at this moment. For some reason, the AI just was really good about building up their attack force.
Hostile marked on sensors.
Something I've noticed actually when you add more AIs, they work together really, really well.
Salvager destroyed.
I'm also looking at it as a case of, like, he
Destroyed.
threw 10 sand skimmers at me. What was he doing? research sand skimmers build them?
Enemy contact on the board.
Move control.
That's pretty much what I think they do. It takes them a bit of time actually to research units.
Far away.
When you pay attention to like
Tracking enemy
the
target.
amount of resources you can gather and how they deploy their units.
Hostile assault railgun eliminated.
Go for orders. Control group 2 designated.
But looks like I'm building my railguns now, and well, I really want to get rid of this damn carrier because it's kind of sitting on top of mine.
Copy. Hostile aircraft on sensors. Enemy signature identified. Hostile contact marked.
And I think I'm going to be building battle cruisers this time because, well,
Railgun assembly complete.
there's a...
Group 2 assigned.
Oh, hey, gotta shoot up some salvagers. Because, I mean, last time I was building mostly just railguns to end up. In fact, one of the patch notes indicates that railguns were nerfed a little bit because of the railgun, you know,
Railgun engaging enemy unit.
early mid-game or late early game railgun rush.
Dominance.
Yeah.
They actually tore down their armor a lot, if I recall correctly.
Tone down the armor and slowed down their, how fast their guns move. Oh, and stop moving the carrier.
Reading. Clear out. Hit it.
Hostile aircraft on
And you were
sensors.
really good about avoiding that this time.
But, well, nice thing about the carrier position is anybody who pops out the back construction hatch is going to go flying.
Hostile strike craft eliminated.
And that's always fun.
I can just imagine the screams of the lights.
Assault online.
Tracking hostile. Ready update. Enemy signature identified.
Strike copy.
Enemy on sensor.
Yeah, there's the... Oh, yeah.
Enemy unit detected.
Orders. Fleet group 1 assigned. Green line confirmed. Readjust.
Hostile unit marked.
So yeah, you're going to produce battle cruisers. I do like the Sobaan battle cruisers. A bit more, I think, than the Coalition.
Contact on the board.
Engage. Control group 1 designated.
Yeah, their battle cruisers aren't that bad, but they put a lot of the Sobaan unique abilities onto the assault cruiser.
Use threat identified.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Contact.
I suppose it's a
Only I
way of
used
trying
it more.
Yeah, I suppose it's a way of trying to encourage use of the assault cruiser.
Enemy
But
contact on
time to
sensors.
blow up a production cruiser because those are always fun to destroy.
Sensors.
Ready for orders.
It's like bullying.
Base runner destroyed.
Control group 1 designated.
Then again, they're so annoying. Is it really bullying?
Target locked.
Hostile strike craft destroyed. Railgun
You
under
got
fire.
stuck.
Identified target.
Yeah.
Conducting sweep.
Hostile railgun destroyed.
Orders. Locked down for mobilization. Send your message.
Ready orders.
And now it's going to take over 2 minutes to research battle cruisers.
It's an investment for the future.
True. I mean, battle cruisers are battle cruisers. They're designed to be, you know, anchor points in a fleet.
Yeah, late game units. So far as this game really does late game.
Famous last words.
Copy. Go ahead.
Make sure you mark and catalog
It
those.
was an interesting little conversation we got there.
Cruiser ready. Moving out.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
rather,
this-
radio chatter.
Yeah, the Sobaan got unique radio chatter along with everybody else, so it's kind of fun to listen in on that on occasion.
Enemy contact on the board.
It's a bit, and I've noticed this more than
Enemy
once,
sighted.
it's a bit gallows humor, what they get as
Hostile contact marked.
special, specific chatter. Like we heard just before, so they were talking about something, and, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine famous last words.
LAV taking effective fire.
Armor ready. Receiving. Coordinates.
Here's me and the enemy playing, you know,
Salvager under fire.
not firing or moving up onto the Kartoba there. I would really like to be able to run a unit up the hull of the Kartoba there, but unfortunately the game treats it as impassable terrain.
Enemy on sensors.
Can you imagine the airtime you'd get from that thing?
Tracking enemy
Well, let's see.
target.
Galcian hover technology. Grab one of their sand skimmers. Research the speed upgrades. Start from that dune here, running right up the middle of the screen, and see how try to ramp off the top of the Kartoba there.
Good 50 seconds.
Yeah, probably.
Set charges right there. On our way.
Heavy vehicle armor upgraded.
Engines array ready.
And of course, then the pilots of the interceptors would go, "That's not a real flight."
Get us back for unload.
Alert. Hostile strike fighter overhead. Support cruiser under attack. Hostile interceptor has opened fire.
Gotta
Speaking of the
research.
devil.
Yep. Well.
Bring engines to speed.
Oh, no, wrong carrier. No, stop moving carriers.
Enemy sighted.
Copy. Coordinate set.
So if you'd gotten him close enough, you might have used his AA, and yeah, that might have
Enemy
helped.
contact on sensors.
No, I'm just waiting to research a support cruiser AA there, because I kind of like that option the best.
Enemy railgun neutralized.
There we go.
This is the captain.
And comes the waiting.
Enemy signature identified. Hostile unit marked. Hostile aircraft on sensors. Hostile unit marked.
And once again, the coalition comes to play peekaboo with
Armored vehicle taking effective fire.
Ready. Push through.
not much.
No, looks like a few LAVs.
Hostile strike craft destroyed.
And battle cruiser.
No viewers, you did not
Enemy
imagine
armor
that.
destroyed.
Yes, the battle cruiser is fully armed and operational with a whole lot of railguns.
Displace.
Hostile contact marked.
It seems like the Sobaan is the anti-armor faction when you look down to it. Their guns tend to be, the heavy impacts, slow rate of fire.
Enemy contact on the board.
Support cruiser anti-air weapons active.
Battle, considering they already started from the GDI faction.
Identified. Tracking hostile. Enemy contact on sensors. Support cruiser taking hostile fire. The sensor post is taking hostile fire. Enemy sighted.
The effects are actually nice for the
Alert. Hostile strike fighter overhead.
railgun batteries of the battle cruiser. It's so big as a railgun that
Moving.
Railgun
yeah, it
destroyed.
really makes an effect
Railgun
when
engaging
it
enemy
fires.
units. Light attack vehicle under fire.
But I suppose it's a callback to how the heavy cruiser was said to have guns the size of frigates mounted on it all the way back in the original Homeworld.
Enemy engaging armored unit.
So I have a battle cruiser with guns the size of LAVs.
New heading. Receiving.
Enemy signature identified.
There we go.
Receiving 555.
Rated threat identified.
Yeah, pretty much.
And hey, there's a second one.
Go ahead. Target locked.
Railgun online.
They're really deadly against anything
A
you choose
railgun
to
has been
point
lost.
the map because, ouch.
We have new bearing on
Unfortunately,
hostile
they're not
target.
so good against, well, air units or
Carrier here.
LAVs.
Enemy sighted.
They work really well as exactly what they're designed to be, actually. Big brakes make the tank dish out punishment.
Hostile aircraft on sensors.
And there goes the Galcian.
Threat marked on sensors.
As always, equipped with nifty destroy the entire task force buttons in case of carrier destruction.
And another one's down, and another one's down, and another one bites the dust.
Send order.
Railgun online.
Advance to mark CUs.
And looks like that support cruiser's been doing pretty well for themselves. Well, with the whole shooting down of airplanes thing.
Fleet Group 1 assigned.
Ready orders.
They've been doing it for a while.
City operators, CENTCOM, intel update embedded.
Trying to decide on research.
Everything sealed tight.
Yeah.
Well, now you only have to worry about the coalition.
Ready for assignment. Ready for assignment.
But speaking of special abilities,
Copies.
the Sobaan railgun has the unique ability where instead of being the armor breaker like the coalition has, which reduces the target's defense, they can make everybody else firing on their target better.
From debuff to buff. It's an interesting idea, really.
True.
Tracking enemy target.
Sorry to cut you off. You were going to say.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, it was a 26% increase in the accuracy and damage from everybody else firing on the same target, at the expense of the railgun not firing.
Cruiser reading.
Control Group 1 designated.
Move us out.
I also notice I'm not investing in Air Force this time.
Battle cruiser copies.
Well, you haven't really needed it.
Hostile unit marked.
True. And now I'm just, trying to find the enemy.
Hostile railgun destroyed.
What actually surprises me, because it actually surprises me that we haven't seen more air power from the coalition AI.
I think
Because
that
usually it really goes
yeah, I think the coalition's use of artificial intelligence coalition's use of air power has been toned down a little bit, simply because it was so, if you're playing against the coalition, you have to get your anti-air units in play first. But let's see here. Sobaan UAV, let's go find these guys.
Reporting.
Hostile contact on the board.
Oh, found their salvagers, but it doesn't seem like this is the direction of their carrier.
Enemy unit detected.
Oh, more to the left.
Enemy signature identified.
Yeah, now we can really triangulate it.
Enemy on sensors.
Yeah. But the nice thing about these probes is that now you can redirect them.
New threat identified.
And, well, found them.
All stations. Hostile carrier approaching AO.
But where's the rest of their forces? I mean,
Hostile base runner
they
sighted.
haven't sent a major attack against me.
Tracking hostile.
Duct and sweep.
Seems like they really invested in their resourcing operation.
Hostile unit marked.
Crew ready.
Hostile contact marked.
Interesting thing to note is the ability given to the battle cruisers
Railgun
is
under
the same
fire.
as the, well, not the same, similar to the AAV.
Ready alert. All stations. Enemy carrier sighted.
New heading.
Put counterfire on.
Railgun destroyed.
Target.
Enemy railgun firing on friendly.
Fire.
So many targets, so little time,
Hostile aircraft on sensors.
and salvagers being hard to pin down as usual.
Hostile carrier approaching AO.
Wait, sorry, every time I hear, the commenting about the carrier, it's because, it's flickering in and out of range of the probe.
Ready to give them hell.
Ready alert. All stations.
Go ahead.
Hostile carrier approaching AO. Ready. Enemy contact on sensors.
And microwave emitter.
All stations.
I actually
Carrier sighted.
went out of my way to research this because, apparently the carriers do get their rockets. Except for the Sobaan in this case, it's the microwave emitter.
Ready alert. All stations.
They must have unlocked that since the last time, because as far as I remember,
Enemy sighted.
They moved it
reach the
down.
Enemy unit detected.
The carrier missile and microwave emitters, they were moved down the tech tree. Used to be you had to max out your power first before you could get those.
Ready alert. All stations. Hostile
that
carrier
explains a
approaching
lot.
AO.
This place is at CU field.
Hostile
it's
aircraft
kind
on
of a
sensors.
big requirement to actually get them as
Ready alert. All stations.
big investment.
Enemy carrier sighted.
But let's fire it off and see what it's like.
Ready alert. All stations. Hostile carrier approaching AO.
And the microwave emitter is a area of effect damage over time rather than a instant kill.
Hostile salvager destroyed.
Which can be useful, but dangerous also to your forces.
On sensors.
Reporting.
In this case, I used it between the carrier and the initial salvage point, simply because I could trust the salvagers to run into it.
Hostile unit marked.
Engage that target.
Enemy unit detected.
Prepare for
New
target.
threat identified.
Blow up salvagers.
Railgun engaging enemy units. Enemy contact
Is that
on the
true
board.
to no, okay.
Hostile railgun has
I was
opened
about
fire.
to say, was that true to Dune? No.
Hostile threat
Okay.
marked on
Board ready.
sensors.
Engage hostiles.
Acknowledged.
And the base runner ability I keep trying to use is a disruptive EMP area of effect ability. Anybody caught in it has their accuracy and their range reduced.
Base runner here.
I
To move.
thought it was actually it shuts down the weapons.
Enemy
Yeah,
signature
it does say it
identified.
disables the weapon.
Copies.
We have new bearing on hostile target.
It can be useful, when you have a lav rush at the start of the game. You're trying to take out your salvager, just plop one down right in the middle of your salvagers. And,
Place some mines.
oh, what are they gonna do? Shoot?
Or hit the enemy carrier.
Hostile contact on the board.
Time's a waste.
Your carrier can survive it. Your
Enemy
salvagers,
contact
not so
on
much.
sensors.
Well, I meant like on the offense here. You can hit or the enemy carrier with disruption, just as you make your final push. Because a carrier can be pretty damn deadly.
RU deposit depleted. Getting salvager.
Shit.
You command. Lay down mines. Move.
Roger, awaiting orders. Hostile contact on the board.
Send orders.
Hostile unit marked.
Fleet Group 1 assigned.
Base runner engaging hostiles. Enemy sighted.
And looks like the carrier took some damage from the microwave beam as well.
Hostile threat marked on sensors.
As
Enemy
well it should,
contact
huh?
on the board.
I think
No,
we
I'm just-
invested in armor research.
Enemy on sensors.
Coordinates verified.
Says I, just looking at
Railgun
what's going
sighted.
on.
Ready alert. All stations.
Get set.
Enemy carrier sighted. Enemy
Yeah,
engaging
might as well
armored
just
unit.
finish it
Ready
off
at
then
railgun
and
under
make my
fire.
push.
Microwave emitter deployed. Hostile aircraft on sensors. Hostile contact marked.
But man, that microwave emitter is so fun.
Reporting. Got eyes on a hostile.
Yeah,
Tracking enemy
it's
target.
useful also if you want to deny an area or, secure a flank, make sure they can't escape, because...
But here we are at the end. Everybody's dead, and looks like they're investing pretty heavily into resourcing, not enough into their guns.
It's been interesting to see what they would have done when there would have been no more resources, but that might have taken an hour or two.
And here is the assault carrier a little bit closer, and as you can see, it's a reskinned Galcian unit.
Pretty much. Unfortunately, they ran out a bit of imagination on that. Still, it's useful to join it to the general, coalition mindset. At least it can be.